what did I hear today? I heard somebody telling a story on the internet about. I was looking for stiff ones on the internet, and who the fuck was it? They were talking about Scott, and was it Giant? Scott. They didn't know Scott's sense of humor, so when they met Scott, and when they would be working with him, he said something like, "Hey, I look forward to kicking out of your finish," or something like that. When he was
That was the Dudleys.
Was it the Dudleys? I thought it was
No, it was the
Paul White.
Dudleys. We walked in. Vince had brought us into Sanford and had told us, like, you guys, nobody wants you there. You guys got to be on your best behavior. So we get to LA and Scott, like, we sit downstairs and we have a couple of beers and then we go up to Hogan's room. And then we had, like, we just ordered a couple buckets of Coronas and some shrimp cocktails. And the three of us sat up there. We went to bed. Scott got up the next morning and, like, we had an early morning, like a 9:30 limo to take us to Gold's Gym to catch workouts. Scott no showed. And he didn't answer his door. So I said, all right. We came back and now it's like, they want us there by 1:30. It's like 11:45 and we're at the Staples. And all we got to do is go in and have the computer generated images done of our faces. So you sit in a room and you circle around in this machine. It was for new figures, new merchandise. I'm calling Scott, and Evan Courageous from 3 Count, who's, I don't know what he's doing out in LA, but he's with Scott. And, like, he's like, no, I got Scott with me. He's pretty summing up. I'm like, oh, fuck. So we go back over to Venice, pick him up, and we take him into the building. And Hulk was pouring coffee down his throat. And we went right into catering to get some food in them. And then as we're walking out of catering, there's the Dudleys are walking towards us. And it's like, and the Dudleys are kind of in the area where the trucks would back up. So it's like a large area where a bunch of the boys are kind of, milling around. And Scott goes, whoa, the Dudley boys. He goes, man, I love your finish. And they're both like, wow, thank you. He goes, can't wait to kick out of it. And like you could just see 10 dudes just like, I was like, nice opening volley. Of course, I get called into Vince's office and get screamed at. I told you to.
Because of that?
Yeah.
You didn't even say it.
Oh, I know, but I was told, like,
you're the babysitter.
Yeah, and I said, fuck. I said, and I told him, I've told him that 1,000 times. I'm like, dude, he's a vampire. He doesn't need to sleep. Like, he's not going to go to the gym. I have to sleep. I got to go to the gym. I can't be up. Like, I have to get 7 hours sleep to get to the gym in the fucking every day. It's like,
it's great. We can tell Scott stories all day.
Well, I wish the fuck they would. I will pay. I'll give $10,000 towards your legal defense, Scott Hall, if you'll change your name.
Oh, in Georgia.
In this Georgia thing. I'm so fucking tired of hearing Scott Hall in a negative connotation.
Every time they always bring up the grid of like the 10
and
the 10 faces.
But it's blacked out.
There has that, right? I did see one with the picture
saw one today where
it
was blacked out.
But I did see one that was blacked out.
I'm like, fuck, man, are they trying to really put some fucking heat on my bro?
Man, can't even die to escape it, can you?
Fuck.
Listen, another thing I saw today, in addition to the fact that Scott Hall is under indictment.
No, but that I mean, seriously, every time they say Scott Hall, it's, like, jarring to me.
Oh
I
yeah.
say it's like, "Fuck." It'd be like them saying my son's name. It's just like, "Jesus, man." Like, "Fuck, really?"
Well, it's when you think Scott, common name, Hall, probably common last name, but I don't hear them together ever, other than
I rarely root for somebody to get the fucking Jack Ruby, but fucking I do this guy.
he's kidding. He's kidding.
It's just a fucking free drink at the fucking strip club and
Oh, that Jack Ruby.
yeah,
Yeah.
that Jack
Okay.
Ruby. Why? What were you
Gotcha.
thinking?
I already got one thing in the mail from the Department of Justice. There he is, looking a little like maybe the love child of Sean Morley,
And
Val
nails?
Venus, and maybe Kevin Kelly, maybe a little Woody Harrelson in there, and the very high forehead, the big Herman Munster, Fred Gwynn forehead. There's a smorgasbord of those seminal fluids.
I think he looks a lot like George C. Scott.
There's a little bit of what's his name in there too, Road Dogg. I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Road Dogg and Val Venus.